Conversation stoppers are questions or remarks that can't be easily answered and are intended to broaden or dilute the scope of the conversation. I was impressed by how 2 conversation stoppers were answered. In the first, Anderson Cooper said, "So you're talking about 110 people who were on the Clotilda. Their descendants probably number in the thousands, right? How is it possible for these 2 people to make it right for thousands of people?" Jeremy Ellis responded, "We never asked that. You have to take it bite by bite. We have some specific asks. We believe that within that historic district of Africatown, there are parcels of land that we should have ownership in. We have plans about how we could benefit from owning that land. By limiting the scope of the concern, Mr. Ellis reassures the representatives of the Mayer family that they do not intend to be unreasonable." Did you notice the other conversation stopper?
Get a little emotional each time I watch this. 2 things struck me about the section on the property markers. First is how we can live in the same world, but have very different experiences of it. If I drove through Africatown a couple years ago, I probably wouldn't even notice the property markers with the Mayer name. To a person whose ancestors were captured in Africa and enslaved, those markers are seen and a constant reminder of something extremely painful. I try to imagine what it would have been like in Germany after World War II if Jewish people with ancestors who were exterminated or in a concentration camp had to look at property markers in the name of a Nazi. Secondly, I noticed the way the descendants of those enslaved and the descendants of Mayer conversed. It struck me as seeking first to understand and then be understood. The descendants shared their frustrations with how long it took, which gave the Mayers the opportunity to share the dysfunction in their family, including the lawsuits that prevented them from speaking out sooner. To me, they demonstrated some of the 7 principles of this church, including their compassion and commitment to working for justice.
Thank you all for participating with us in this exploration. Each time I watch these videos, I see something or I feel something that I missed the last time through, although I seem to shed tears every time. We hope you found this as meaningful as we have. It's time for the morning offering.
Each week we take an offering to support the mission and the work of our congregation. Since the pandemic, your generosity has been nearly the only source of financial support for the programs, services, outreach, and staffing of our congregation. Your giving is immediately put to work, putting our principles into action in our community and beyond. If you are joining us online, you can mail your gift to 87 4th Street, Ashland, Oregon, 97520. To give online, go to, this is an online address, tinyurl, it's tinyurl.com/roof offering, RVUUFOFFERING, and follow the instructions there. To give by text, Simply text $sign and the amount you'd like to donate to 541-229-4229. If you need support, please contact Reverend Sean using the form on roof.org. We will do our best to help. Excuse me. For these gifts and all the gifts you bring to our community and into this world, thank you.
Our closing hymn for today is again in your teal hymnal, number 1017. Please rise in body or spirit and join me and the choir. We are only going to sing the first 2 verses. There we go. Here we go.
Our closing words today are a quote from President Barack Obama. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. May it be so, and may we be the ones to make it so. Ashe.